There is a fatal flaw in how most investors build a retirement portfolio. The absolute belief that holding cash is dead weight, and that to grow your wealth, you must be 100% exposed to the equity markets at all times. But here is the stark reality. When you view liquidity merely as a drag on returns, you strip yourself of your only weapon when the market inevitably fractures. Not only do you expose yourself to the fatal risk of forced selling to cover expenses, but you suffer the ultimate tactical failure: complete paralysis. When a structural correction arrives, the amateur is frozen, watching generation-defining opportunities pass by because they have zero dry powder. They are trapped in their own allocations. Today, we are going to re-engineer your liquidity. I will show you why the professional views the cash segment not as missed yield, but as the exact structural foundation that allows you to survive the collapse and aggressively execute while everyone else is panicking. Let's address the biggest misconception holding your portfolio back. Most retail investors look at the cash segment and ask one question: what yield is this money missing out on? This is the wrong question. It's the retail mindset. As a proactive investor, you must understand a fundamental rule. Every asset in your portfolio has a specific job. Equities are there to drive growth. Your cash is absolutely not there to generate returns, and it is not there to act as a passive safety net. Its singular, defining purpose is to serve as strategic ammunition, positioned exclusively to ruthlessly exploit market opportunities the moment they present themselves. So, how do we actually build this cash segment? The retail investor thinks they need to constantly inject new money from their paycheck just to hold cash. That is fundamentally wrong. Your cash segment should be the natural byproduct of a healthy, functioning portfolio. You don't just allocate cash. You generate it through systematic maintenance. First, you prune the dead weight. If a position is no longer serving your strategy or the fundamentals have broken, you cut the loss. That capital is immediately moved to cash. Second, you harvest the winners. When your successful positions hit their targets, you take partial profits, ideally in a tax-optimized account. This harvested capital becomes your tactical ammunition. Sweep it into a simple, highly liquid money market fund. But here is the absolute, non-negotiable rule of the systematic framework. Your portfolio must never drop below a 5% cash allocation. That 5% is your hard floor. It is your structural firewall. If your cash level drops to 5%, you stop buying. You are fully deployed. That minimum reserve stays locked and loaded, ensuring that when the market breaks, you are the one holding the capital, and the amateur is the one holding the bag. A successful retirement portfolio has two fundamental jobs: survive structural market failures and aggressively exploit the opportunities they leave behind. Maintain your 5% floor, prune your dead positions, and stop reacting to market noise. Use your dry powder as a calculated weapon. Now that your foundation is set, you need to know exactly when to pull the trigger. Click the video on your screen right now, where we break down the tactical entry framework for deploying your cash during a market correction. Stay proactive,